My 24 female husband, 31 male, asked for a paternity test. It came back positive, but our relationship was never the same. My 24 female husband, 31 male, and I have 3 children. Our sons look exactly like him, dark skin, dark eyes, and hair. But our daughter doesn't. She looks exactly like my great-grandparents, really pale, blonde, and green-eyed. But apparently he didn't think it was possible that our daughter could look like my great-grandparents. And from the moment he saw her, he told me he wanted a paternity test. At first, I refused because I felt it was humiliating and because I didn't think it was necessary, because I never cheated on him and I hoped he would trust me, but he didn't. And for the first 2 months of our daughter's life, he made my life hell. He didn't want to hold her, even if she cried desperately while I was doing something else. He never woke up at night to help me with her. He never helped with me anything, and that hurt me so much because with our boys, he was completely different. He helped me all the time with absolutely everything, and he was always there for me after giving birth. But this time, he left me alone, and it was the worst experience of my life. I have no family here, and his entire family, from the moment they saw my daughter, turned their backs on me. I don't have any friends here either, so it was just my daughter and me. She's a cockly baby, so it was very difficult for me to do everything alone, and on top of that, help with our sons. I decided to do the paternity test because one day his entire family came to our house to celebrate my son's birthday and no one spoke to me, and they didn't want to include my daughter in the photos that my in-laws took of all the grandchildren. So I knew it was stupid to keep waiting for them to come to their senses. Well, the paternity test came back positive and everyone was shocked, and of course they felt guilty for not having believed in me. Everyone apologized, and my husband even cried when he held our daughter in his arms for the first time, and I know his apologies were genuine, and that's why I forgave him, but I don't know if I can forgive his family. They treated me really badly and said horrible things about me just a few days after giving birth, and I can't even forget their insults or violence. My husband knows that I don't want to see his family, nor do I want them near any of our children, and he told his family. So these last 3 months, it has been just the 5 of us, but it doesn't feel as good as I expected. My husband is constantly apologizing and crying every time he holds our daughter, and I am getting tired of this situation. I want us to be happy as we were before. So how can we move on? My husband suggested that we should start couples therapy. How much therapy? How much can therapy help? I don't know, OP, because the fact that you even, what? Like, she is a better woman than me. As soon as a man uttered the words, "this is not my child," and had speculations that I was cheating, I would have gotten the paternity test just like that and would have left his ass. Because she's saying, oh, his family were being violent and they were saying X, Y, and Z. The family wouldn't say any of that if the husband wasn't having doubts himself and didn't put that in their ears to begin with. Like, why would she forgive him? Am I wrong for backing out of a wedding because they want to scream me? I, 27 female, have been invited by my friend Tom, 32 male, as a plus one to his older brother's wedding, 36 male. Tom and I met at a party and have been friends for 10 years. He asked me out when we first met and I said no. He's been in a few relationships over the years and had a long-term girlfriend for 4 years. Tom broke up with his long-term girlfriend in March and asked me out quite a few times afterwards. This caused tension with our friendship, but the last time he spoke about it, he seemed to understand that I wasn't interested and a relationship with me was never going to be on the table. His family has been putting pressure on him settling down and getting married, especially since his brother got engaged. He asked me if I could be his plus one to his big brother's wedding so he wouldn't go alone, and I said yes. Tom told his brother about me, and his brother said he'd like to meet me before the wedding, in case it's awkward. He doesn't want anyone ruining his wedding. I thought this was a tad strange because I'm only a plus one. I'm not part of the wedding party, but I said sure, arrange something if you want to. Tom's brother has since told his mother and father about me. Now his mother wants to meet me before the wedding too, as Tom said, just to make sure you'll fit in with everyone. I feel like I'm being screened and I'm finding it kind of offensive. I'm starting to think maybe Tom has implied I'm more than a friend to his family. It's making me uncomfortable. So would I be the a-hole if I pulled out of the wedding, or is this normal and I'm being overly sensitive? I think Tom definitely told his family OP and him were more than just for rent. So honestly, if I were her, I would pull out now, if just in case things don't get even more awkward. Am I the a-hole for telling my wife nobody cares about her small business? My wife, 27 female, owns a Etsy shop where she sells handmade jewelry. She has some real talent, and the jewelry she sells is generally very nice and high quality. She gets a surprising amount of sales on there too and has great reviews. The issue is that everywhere we go, every conversation she has, she slips in something about her shop and tries to promote it. Talking to a friend, she'll casually mention a big sale she made or a custom order she got and not very subtle mention that she'd give her friend a coupon or something similar. Talking to a waiter, she'll mention that she has a pair of earrings on her shop that would complement their eyes. Talking to someone online, she'll somehow manage to say, as the owner of a small business, she literally cannot have a conversation anywhere with anyone without trying to sell them her jewelry. The other day was a family member's birthday, and they were having a decently sized get together with just other family members and a few close friends. I went with my wife, and she's a pretty social person, even outside of promoting her shop, so she was quickly making conversation with my family. Of course, not 5 minutes later, she was showing someone the bracelet she had on that she made and mentioned that she sells them, and talking about how since they were family, she would happily give them a 25% discount. She probably had the exact same conversation with at least 5 people during the 2 hours we were there. As soon as we left, I spoke to her and said she needs to quit doing that. I told her if people were actually interested, they would ask her about her store, but not every single person she talks to wants or needs to hear about her art. She got upset and said that she just wants to spread her product and doesn't see what she's doing wrong and hasn't spoken to me much since. I feel like I am the a-hole since I would admit I had a pretty harsh tone and could have been a lot nicer during the conversation. Plus, I get she's just trying to sell her products, even if it gets obnoxious. Am I the a-hole? Am I wrong for telling my husband I find him disgusting and I want us to sleep in separate beds? My husband, 43 male, and I, 31 female, welcomed our second child 4 months ago. With having a new baby, I'm extra cautious about germs and cleaning. This got me thinking about my husband's shower routine. He will take a shower in the morning and go off to work. He's a chemist, so mostly desk job, but sometimes he walks outside from one building to the next. They are less than a block away. We live in a humid, hot Florida, so that adds to the equation some inevitable perspiration. He's also a manager, so he deals with people all day long. I have tried to bring up the subject of him taking a quick shower when he gets home from work or even just before bed. He says that he does not need to take another shower since he showered in the morning. I tried to explain that I don't feel comfortable with him laying in the bed because I lay our baby there sometimes and I feel like the bed sheets are dirty by him laying on them. Same with our comforter. No, baby sleeps in a bassinet safely next to me, but during the day I will lay him in the bed while I do chores around him like folding laundry, etc. I realized everybody has their own routines, but I have washed my hair in the morning, showered, and gone through the day. At the end of it, I'm feeling dirty, grimy, and in need of a shower before bed. How can he be okay with having gone through the whole day and not feel like he should shower? I finally told him I'm not comfortable with him laying in bed dirty, so he should sleep in the guest room. I have OCPD, so it's really hard for me to not have things be the way I feel they should be in my mind. In my mind, it's disgusting for him to lay in bed dirty, but what do you guys think? Am I the a-hole? Especially that they have a small baby laying in the bed that he lays in sometimes. He should be taking a shower after a long day. Like, come home, take a shower, go to bed, and then the next morning when you wake up, because you went to bed, what would get you dirty? If you took a shower before you went to bed, put your lotion on, put a little perfume on, put your PJs on. In the morning when you wake up, all you should be doing is brush your teeth, do your hair, put your clothes on, and go about your day. I don't understand people who don't take a shower when they come from work, but will take a shower in the morning because for some reason, I don't understand. Like, honestly, she has a valid reason. But that's it for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe and like my video and tune in. And also, I have posted like a compilation, is that what it's called, of last week's Reddit stories. So that will be in like my channel if you want to go watch that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.